Hi Stampers! For today's video, I'm going to show you how to make this cute little box with little tiny cards in the inside with the envelopes. Let me just show you. We have an elephant and a cupcake and some pants. And so these are actually all coordinating envelopes that I'm going to show you how to make, all using paper in the Spring Mini. So really simple, really cute. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. So let's get started. Okay, so I want to first start off by telling you all the products that we used for this project. So for the stamp set, it's this one right here. It's called Pattern Occasions, and you can get this right now free in Sale-a-bration, but it's super cute and I love the Band-Aid, but we're not using that in this project. We're using these three right here. And then I also used tiny tags, and this is in the big catalog right now. And we used Handcrafted and the For You. Okay, and so let me give you all of the paper measurements. So this is very vanilla, and it is cut at 2 1/8 by 2 1/8, and you need 3 of those. And then here is your card base, and these are cut at 4 1/2 by 2 1/4, and then scored at 2 1/4. And you need Primrose Petals, which is right here, Pool Party, and Raspberry Ripple. And then for the envelopes, I used More & More Specialty DSP, which is in the Spring Mini right now. And these are cut at 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. And then I'm going to show you how to score these to make envelopes. And then this is your actual box, and this is Primrose Petals, and it is cut at 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. Okay, so to make the box, you need your Big Shot, and then you also need the large scallop square, and it's actually clear, so it's right here. I don't know if you can see, it's actually a scallop square. And so you're going to run that through your Big Shot, and you're just going to place that right over there just like that, and you're going to run that through your Big Shot, and then you're going to get this right here, a scallop square. And then you need your Simply Scored, and you're going to very simply make it very snug into the corner. And I like to use the fat end of my stylus. And you're going to score at 1 inch. You're going to turn it all the way around, score again at 1 inch. And then on the other side, score at 1 1/2 and 1 1/2. All right, so you have that right there. Okay, so once you have your scoring done, you're going to use the Textured Impressions embossing folder called Adoring Accents. And these are the 3 that you get in there, and you're going to use the heart one, which is right here. And you're going to run that through your Big Shot. And be careful when you're doing this. You don't want your hearts to be upside down. So when you run it through, make sure that you run it through so that when you fold, you're gonna run it through on the larger side. Okay, see how these are the smaller side? So you're gonna run these on the 1 1/2 side, and you wanna make sure that on both sides, when you run it through, your hearts are gonna be facing up. Okay, so like that would be that way. And then run it through on the other side with your hearts facing up. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go and do that. Okay, so when that's done, you have something that looks like this. Then what you want to do is you want to fold all of your score lines, and then you want to cut from here to here on both sides, but do not cut out this part right here. Okay, so now you can fold your box all together. Just like so. So then you have a cute little box. And then I would definitely recommend using a sticky strip on your sides because it holds it better, holds it together a lot better. And I will go ahead and do that. Okay, your next step is going to be making your envelope. Okay, so you need your diagonal plate, and you want to make sure that on the back you have your arrow right there going up, because if you don't, you're not going to get your measurements are not going to line up. So what you want to do, this is a 3 3/4 by 3 3/4 square. So you want to make your score lines at 1 3/4. Okay, so right here. And this takes a little bit of feel. So when you do this, just kind of go slow and then turn it each time. Yes, they're going to cross at the top. So just go slow and you'll be able to tell where your score line is, where your this part is, the indented part. Okay, so you're going to do that on all 3. Let me go ahead and do that right now. Okay, so now that you have all of your envelopes scored, you want to cut out where they crisscross on every single one. So just like that. So you want to cut out that little notch on all 3 of them. All right, so now that that's done, you can go ahead and make your envelope. And all you're going to do is, and you can do whatever side up that you want. And I want to make sure that your hearts are going to be on a little bit of a diagonal. That's just the nature of the paper. You could really honestly try to figure out how to make it so that they don't do that. So here's your envelope. Okay, so you want to do that on all 3 of them. And then you just want to stick all of these together with adhesive. So now you have 3 cute little envelopes. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to get these put off to the side. And we're going to make our actual card. Now I didn't go ahead and score these, so I'm going to score each one of these, and they are scored at 2 1/4. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so now for your stamping, I stamped the pants in Pool Party, and there's not really a whole lot to this. You're just going to stamp each image individually, just like that. And I stamped the cupcake in Raspberry Ripple. And then I stamped the elephant in Primrose Petals. Now, I don't have any of my stickers on any of these stamps, and I want to show you why. Because, I'll show you on the, it'll be easier to see this way. Each one of these has a little saying at the bottom, and if for whatever reason maybe you just want the image and you don't want the saying, what I did, and you don't have to do this, but I actually cut mine, and so I actually just cut it off. Because it's on a clear mount, you can stick it back on or take it off. And so that's why on these I did not put my stickers on the back. Just another option, a way of, you know, making your stamps work in many different ways. So just another little helpful hint. So I'm going to stamp my elephant. So there he is. All right. So now you're just going to go ahead and assemble each card with the coordinating cardstock. And I have these so that they open up. Okay. All right, so there's all 3 little cards, and then you can put them in whatever one that you want. So they go right into the envelopes, just like that. And And this one, I'm just matching it to my other one. And then this one goes in here. But again, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so now those are done. Your box is done, except we have to do this part right here. So let me show you how I did that. Okay, so then I took Pool Party cardstock and I took my handcrafted stamp, and that's from Tiny Tags again. I took Primrose Petals and I stamped that onto Pool Party, and I took the jewelry tag punch and I punched that out. Okay. Oops. And then I took the For You and I stamped that in Raspberry Ripple, and I stamped that on Very Vanilla cardstock. And then I used the 7/8 inch scallop circle and I punched that out. And then I just took Raspberry Ripple cardstock and I punched out a 1 inch circle. Okay, so then you're going to put this all together. And I actually stuck the handcrafted, the jewelry tag underneath like so. So you just want to make sure that you don't cover your handcrafted up, but just stick it under so that it's just under to the stamp. So just like that. Okay. So then what I took is the free ribbon that you get right now in Sale-a-bration. It's Pool Party, and you get 3 colors of ribbon plus buttons, so it's a really good deal. But if you don't have that, there is a Pool Party ruffled ribbon that's in the regular catalog that you could easily use as well. So you're just going to wrap that around your box. Take off enough to make a knot. So about there. I made my knot over on the left-hand side. And I like to do left over left and then left over left again, which makes it, you can make it so that they're going in pretty good, so they're not going like that, they're going more straight across. So left over left and then left over left. Okay, so then just trim that up. Like so, and then I used a dimensional to put on my stamp circles. Okay, so then all of your little cards fit right inside your box, like so. Super cute. This makes a really good hostess gift if you're going to someone's house, just a way of saying thank you. It's really super easy and super cute to make. So there you go. Thanks for watching.